morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Nice to see you all here, and thank you for the response. Isn't this song great? That's the first time it's ever been played. So you're the first to hear it. I'm just hoping I can talk better than I can sing this morning, okay? Because as my children often tell me, I'm a much better talker than I am singer. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty, colleagues, families, and most importantly, our graduating class of 2026. What a morning this is. For those of us who've been involved in EIU-Paris and its progress and its growth from inception, these mornings are very, very special. As Miss June said, we don't do one big one. We tend to do very personalised ones with smaller groups as we go to different locations in different parts of the world. We think that's a much more meaningful experience for the graduating class. So it's a special day for you, but it's also a special day for us to see the progress that you embody for EIU-Paris. So it's great to see you all here. As you heard, I've had the privilege and the opportunity to work in many parts of the world in many industries. So I won't emphasize that too much, but I'm going to talk a little bit about EIU-Paris and its values and how we've attempted to progress in the 7 years or so that we've been establishing an educational platform that we believe is quite unique and adds significant value around the world. So the idea that I have had a lot of very work-related, business-related, client-related experiences is not unique to the EIU-Paris faculty. It really comes down to the fact that EIU-Paris looks in its faculty for people who are practitioners rather than theorists, and I like very much to call myself a practitioner. Whenever I run any of my programs, whenever I update any of the MBA material, etc. that I'm involved in, I do it from a base of trying to give you, people like yourselves, value from not just thoughts and ideas, but things that will work, in the real world. So that's where I've spent my career, and you learn in the real world whether ideas work or whether they don't, where the gap between what universities have traditionally taught and what organizations really need, historically, to be frank, has been far too wide. I've seen firsthand what good leadership development looks like, what poor HR strategy costs an organization, and what happens when learning is disconnected from real business outcomes. I have also seen what happens when it is done right. That is precisely why I am here at EIU-Paris, and that is precisely why EIU-Paris matters in the world of education going forward. This university does not recruit faculty who have spent their entire careers inside academic institutions, insulated from the realities of industry and the ground-level complexities of professional life. EIU-Paris deliberately seeks out practitioners, people who have done the work, people who have led teams, built programs, designed strategy, navigated organizational complexity, worked across cultures, and understand what genuine competence looks like in the real world. And that includes, if I go off script a little bit, the sleepless nights, the grey hairs, and working out how to make things work in the real world. That says something very important about this university's priorities. It says that EIU-Paris is not in the business of producing graduates who know how to pass examinations. It is in the business of producing professionals who know how to perform. And that brings me to you, to our graduates who chose EIU-Paris, and I'm hopeful that EIU-Paris delivered. Just to give you a little bit more context, last year this institution achieved things that many far larger and far older universities have not. We received full ACBSP programmatic accreditation from one of the most respected business education accreditations in the world. I was part of the team that was interviewed over about a 3-day period to get that, and believe me, it's an accreditation that is highly valued, deservedly so, from the mill that they put us through to deserve that accreditation. In addition to that, we are now ranked among the top 50 universities globally by CEO World magazine. We earned a QS 5-star rating. We did all this while continuing to serve students from across the globe with the kind of personal attention and academic rigor that defines who we are. You graduate not just with a degree, you graduate as part of an institution that is on the rise. Already this year is shaping up to be even more extraordinary. As you will hear more during this morning, we recently launched the 56 new economy degrees powered by our ICON skills. These are not traditional degrees dressed up in new language. They are genuinely new qualifications built for the economy that actually exists today, delivered through a neuroscientifically aligned, AI-native credentialing platform, unlike anything the world of higher education has seen before. You are graduating at exactly the right moment, from exactly the right institution. To the families in the room, thank you for your support, your sacrifice, and your belief in your loved ones. They could not have done this without you. I was very taken, just to go off script, to get a little bit again, with the book that you're going to hear so much about when he talks about From Cradle to the Boardroom. I'm the youngest of 6 children, and I remember Saturday and Sunday mornings climbing into bed with my older brothers, who taught me to read, who taught me maths by playing cards. My grandfather was a professional gambler, by the way, and it runs in the family. But ultimately, that sort of support, that sort of involvement has continued throughout my life, and I hope it continues, through yours. And finally, to you, our graduates, go well, go boldly. EIU-Paris is behind you every step of the way. Thank you very much.